George's Dragon Goes to School by Claire Friedman and Russell Julian. Brilliant news, Sparky, George told his pet dragon. Next week is Bring Your Pet to School week. Everyone will love your fantastic fire breathing tricks. You're sure to win the best pet trophy. Super duper, said Sparky excitedly. He began practicing his favourite trick straight away. Whoosh, sizzle. Sparky, not my cushions again, cried George's mum. Is it safe to take Sparky to school, George? It's perfectly safe, right, Sparky? Smiled George. Sparky nodded, but then smash! His head bumped into the lampshade. All week long, George's classmates brought their pets to school. On Monday, Emily's hamster Munchette caught 14 peanuts into her cheeks. Splendid, smiled their teacher, Mrs. Perks. On Tuesday, Sunita's kitten Fluffy jumped through a pink sparkly hoop with a little help. Wednesday was Doggy Day. Callum's puppy ran round and round in circles, chasing its own tail, until he got dizzy. Everyone marvelled at Rufus. He could bark up to 3. It was a shame about Bozo. He pooed on the floor. Never mind. But on Thursday, Amber's talking parrot Poppy had the class clapping wildly again. I speak Spanish, Japanese and Arabic. My school friends have great pets, George told Sparky, but you are the best pets ever. Everyone is going to be blown away by you, and tomorrow it's Friday, our turn. George couldn't wait. Neither could Sparky. It was hugely exciting. The following morning, George's dad handed out 2 school rucksacks, one for George and one for Sparky. Don't let Sparky burn the school down, he joked, waving them goodbye. Oh, gasped Miss Perks. You brought a dragon to school, George. Is he safe? Perfectly safe. Right, Sparky? George smiled. Sparky nodded and turned around. Thwack! His tail accidentally hit a table. Whee! A dusty old globe went spinning. Gasped Sparky, trying very hard to hold back a sneeze. Achoo! A huge flame shot from Sparky's mouth. The class's nature display went up in smoke. Sparky, sit down, ordered Miss Perks. Sparky did. Snap! He broke a chair. Oh no, cried George. Oops, a crasher, sighed Sparky. Blushing bright red, the class began to giggle at him. George, please take Sparky back home, now, said Miss Perks. We need to start getting ready for our swimming lesson. But Sparky hasn't even shown everyone his special trick yet, George pleaded. Please, Miss Perks, we've been practicing it all week. Oh, very well, agreed Miss Perks. But is it safe? It's perfectly safe. Right, Sparky? George asked Sparky. Sparky nodded again. Oops, thump. The planet mobiles went flying. Right, announced George proudly. Sparky will now demonstrate flying upside down while drinking a glass of cherry pop and blowing fizzy red smoke clouds from his nostrils. Flap, flap, glug, glug, puff, puff, cough, gasp. Help! Sparky, cried George, that's not how we practice it. Smoky, choky whoops, cried Sparky. Suddenly, ding, 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 ding. Sparky's smoke had set off the fire alarm. Everybody out, shouted Miss Perks. Remember our fire drill, children, and walk nicely to the swimming pool building. Everyone got out calmly and safely, but at the school pool, there was another commotion. Someone accidentally switched the heating off, gasped the school caretaker. The water is freezing. Oh dear, children, Miss Perks announced. I'm sorry, that means our swimming lesson is cancelled today. Ah, crowed the class. George looked at Sparky. Sparky looked at George. Miss Perks, said George. Sparky has an idea to help. Is it safe? Miss Perks asked. Perfectly safe. Right, Sparky? Smiled George. Sparky nodded and breathed in deeply. Whoosh! Sparky heated up the pool with one huge, hot, fiery breath. Ooh, the water is toasty warm, the children cheered. It's fantastic. Everyone loved whizzing down Sparky's tail and splashing into the pool. Even Miss Perks had to go. Can Sparky join us for every swimming lesson? The class begged. Said Miss Perks, but she was smiling. George was so proud, especially when Sparky was awarded the best pet trophy. Unfortunately, Sparky did get a little overexcited when Miss Perks handed him the cup. He accidentally breathed on it and melted the handles. Fortunately, George was ready with the fire extinguisher, so it was all perfectly safe in the end.